we are also seeing is a lot of CIOs have started saying, or they've started showing some signals where what we have not measured in the past, let's say, for example, if everything runs very good at Amazon during a peak festive season, right? If nothing happens, then that should be measured as also part of a security angle as well. It's not just the operational angle. It also means that because everybody will be trying to get in, and hackers these days are very smart and very sophisticated. So I think these things will start getting measured.
But what we've done is essentially in the new world of AI, Gen AI and neural networks and so on, what we've done is we have re-architected the enterprise risk framework. And in order to anticipate and adapt to the AI-powered adversaries. And this basically includes your scenario planning, proactive threat intelligence, and all of that. And in addition to that, we also recognize the transformative potential and what are the risks of AI technologies, like I said, in terms of machine learning and neural networks, Gen AI, NLP, and so on.
If you're a small organization, I think budget comes first and foremost, right? Because they're sort of averse to spending a lot of cash, right, in that component, but I think as we mature as organizations sort of grow, I think the measuring of the risk or the risk scoring is pretty critical, right? Because not all risks need to be categorized or addressed or triaged the same way, right? So we have a risk score that's tolerable that takes lesser priority than a risk score that actually requires immediate attention, right? It's again, if you're dealing with casualties, right, you got to triage the one that's most severely injured first. It's the same deal with this sort of cyber threats, right? You need to address what's most severely impacting your organization.
I still feel the human is the weakest link. We deal with so many events that happen across. Like, these are not incidents, but events. I can have so much tech going on, but the human is still the weakest link.
I agree.
And phishing is still the biggest vector, which again is human related, right?
Threat detection is one thing, but you want to derive action from that threat detection and you want to automate that. That is where the challenge comes in, right? Traditionally, there was always a big glass of wall between the SOC and NOC, right? NOC doesn't want you to interfere, right? And SOC always wants to solve the problem right there, which never happens, right? And then how do you automate this end-to-end?
Decision making will remain, at least in a near foreseeable future, with the CISOs and of course with the board oversight. But the implementation has to be now completely AI driven.
One more thing I have noticed during my tenure in end user support is I have seen a lot of companies do not kind of concentrate on the access control, whether it's properly regulated or not, and they don't review it regularly, right? So okay, people get access, they get more access than they need, right? So giving an example of shared drives, I have seen people having access to shared drives, vast shared drives across departments and divisions, which they don't even need. So that's the first thing. First is tie down your access controls to the limit each and every individual needs, and then do a timely review.
From a staffing perspective, we don't look at AI as a way to reduce headcount. We're looking at it as a way to really augment, enable our investment in staffing, right? We want AI to help them become a better version of themselves, to become more capable, more efficient, more resilient. We want them to be more valuable to the organization. We don't want them to be wasting their time on low-hanging, low-value things that can be highly automated and be driven easily with AI.
And where is the data? Who is controlling the data which controls the AI? Is the data duplicate? Is the data, can AI take over the data and do malicious things? What are the threats that are coming? So the governing AI policy is extremely important for all the senior management talent, and they have to evolve to do that. And that's the strategic workflows planning for the senior level, which we have to do in the next few years, I feel.